I'm having a totally normal time right now. You know, I've never had such concerns in my life. Manage. This one's supposed to be live right now. I'm live. Is it actually working? I'm having a totally normal time right now. It's working. This has been such a journey. I downloaded OBS. I'm such a dweeb. I spent entirely too long trying to figure out how this was working. Hello, Michaela. Welcome in. um, I feel so silly for the amount of time that I just spent fighting this. But that's okay. Nice. Here we go. Wow. I'm not actually scheduled, I guess, scheduled to go live for a bit yet, but we are already here. We are already live. So who's going to stop me? The answer's probably no one. Ha 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 ha. So how are we doing, y'all? Thank you for appearing. I promise I'm not struggling the hardest of anyone in the universe to make streaming work. In fact, I'll go so far as to say that I'm pretty brilliant and have not been crying over how to make these things function. That was you, probably. Alright, let's see if I can get the stream working on the whatchamacallit. Alright. Yes, it says it's live. Is that true? Hits the project details. Hits anything. Tries to make anything work. If I refresh this page, I'm now live. What do you know? I am so powerful when I want to be. Which, unfortunately, is just, it's just not enough. Goodness. Michaela, thank you for asking how my day has been. My day has been pretty good. I've been trying to figure out where else I can possibly post about this enamel pin project. And what I have found is that I have no concept of where else I could post. I have been on all my social media. I have been in various corners of the internet. We have ads running on Blue Sky. Not very big ads. This is not a lot of money, but things are going. Things are going. How has your day been, Michaela? Tell me all about it. We're not technically supposed to be live for another 25 minutes, so people probably aren't aware that we're going to be live. But yeah. Yeah. I love that we have two on the backer train. Who loves that? all of us so much. All right, let's tell people that this is happening, right? That seems important. Haha. We love things. You know what I find really funny is that I have no idea how things really work on Blue Sky. Like, am I supposed to be like should I be doing a better job at announcing things with like hashtags? Are hashtags a relevant part of Blue Sky? Do people use them? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I like how OBS keeps moving places. How to use my 3 collective brain cells to make a wedding cake in an hour today. Super last minute. Hey, Michaela. No. Oh, I'm glad it worked out. I have done cake decorating. I've never done a wedding cake, and I would be so afraid to. My cake decorating skills are fairly limited. I just haven't done it much for a while. I did do my ex's birthday cakes, and those turned out cute, but they were not like super fancy, and I probably wouldn't have paid. I'm glad it worked out for you. I'm so sorry they put the wrong order or the order in the wrong day bin. So you probably thought like, oh wow, there's like not a lot to do today. And then it was like, there's a wedding cake. There's a wedding cake. Not just a cake, a wedding cake. You need to do this now. That would, to say the least, drive me insane. Boop. Like this little guy. This is what we're here for. And if you're not, what are you even doing? What are you even doing, friends? This is what we're here for. This guy, this fellow. I need everyone to look at Glammy and think, what a perfect friend. Oh, and then my biological animal just jumped on the desk. He's trying to upstage my cat. My cat. The Glammy. My cat is trying to upstage the Glammy. I cannot move the camera to show him, and that's so sad. Tom, can you just be super present in the scene, my little friend? He said no. He needs to lick his shoulders. Well, welcome, everyone who is here. I appreciate you being here, and early of all things. I have so much to do here. I need to announce this. Let's see. Everyone, live for the final 80 minutes of the campaign. Come say hi. Everyone likes to come hang out for YouTube lives, I hope. Glammy is absolutely adorable. You are correct. I mean, if you just look at him, you'll know that it is true. Because I look at him and I know it is true. Did I post in the alley group on Facebook? I mean, not about the live stream, but kaboop. All right, lovingly pinging everyone, and then we'll do a cute little thing where I say in an update, come join us now. Final 80 minutes. I hope everyone's ready to just happily unwind. Do-do-do. Ha ha ha. I have posted at all the places. The live stream is officially, I mean, it's still early, but the live stream is officially known of by some number of people. I just need to like glue Glammy to my shoulder so that everyone will stare at him at all times and have to be like, oh, there he is, the precious angel. Because, like, look at him. He's the best. He's the best. Oh. Doom bum bum. Glammy. Have I consumed any good movies, books, or shows lately? Have I ever? I am watching so much stuff. Where do I actually begin? Wow. We have to get rid of all these security alerts from me trying to stream. That was not very helpful. I've been watching. I'm like a super duper watcher. I watch so many things. And over the past, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years, I have been watching every single superhero thing from like the last vaguely 30 years. I've tried my best to just hit as much of it as possible, and I don't know why. It just seemed like a fun thing to do. So lately I'm watching Harley Quinn, which I'm not that enthused about. I'm not like a comedy person all that much, but I'm watching it anyways because I'm such a brave little goblin. So I'm watching it and it's fine. I also just randomly decided to watch Resident Alien on Netflix with Alan Tudyk. I have generally really enjoyed Resident Alien. It's been pretty fun. The thing I do find a little frustrating about it is that, like, I watched Lucifer some years ago, and it feels like it's just Lucifer. Like, there's this main female lead who is like the same in each show. Detective, I think Olivia Benson, and then Asta 12 Trees. I feel like they're the same character, except one is white and one is very much native. However, they have the exact like same experience where they're experiencing some ridiculous man baby they recognize that he's being ridiculous and unreasonable to deal with, but they're both just like, anyways, I'm your friend. And I was like, why would you choose to be friends with someone who is that heinous? Like Lucifer, especially in the early seasons, is like just intolerable. But the thing in Lucifer that really annoyed the heck out of me is every episode ended up being the same. It was like, does he learn how to respect other people? He does in this episode. Next episode, he forgot, and he has to learn that lesson again. And I feel like Resident Alien has been doing the same thing, but I'm also only just into season 2, so maybe it gets better, as opposed to Lucifer, which I think was like 5 seasons, and it feels like he was just a jerk repeatedly all 5 seasons and had to learn the same lesson over and over. So far, I'm enjoying Resident Alien, so I'm hoping that it comes around and that Asta gets a little more respect from Harry, because gosh, he's just the worst. And he's the worst in like kind of a fun way because he's an alien, right? But I'm also like, why are you like this? Why can't you be nicer? Gosh, I feel like I was watching something else I was really excited about. I have been making my roommate watch Young Justice. So I've been watching Young Justice alongside him, which is fun because I love Young Justice as part of like watching all of the superhero stuff from the past, like whatever, 30 years. I have come to the realization that I think Young Justice is the best DC animated media. And I've watched like everything I could find on Max. I've watched every single one of their movies and animated shows. So I really think Young Justice is the best. I also, we started a new Minecraft server with some friends, which was fun until they got bored. And now we're playing Vintage Story, which is just like a really difficult Minecraft. And it's really difficult. I don't know what more there's to say. It's fun. I like making I like making meals. That feels really silly, but I'm like, I like this game because I can make meals by like putting the right portions of stuff together in a cooking pot and putting it on the fire, and then I can seal it in little crocks and put it in our cellar so it'll last a long time. And then when we hit winter, we'll have food. That's something I'm really excited about, is preparing for winter in a difficult Minecraft game. That's what I'm doing. Kimber, that's okay that you've never played Minecraft. It's a really fun thing, but I also have like brought friends into it where we have like hung out and I tried to teach them like the basics, and they were like, why is there monsters killing me? And I'm like, well, we'll put you in a safe area where like there's no monsters. And they go outside of the safe area and they're like, there is a green thing. It came up to me. Then it blew up and killed me. And I'm like, there's maybe more to learn then. And then they didn't enjoy it. But it's like playing with Legos. It's just kind of neat. I like making little cities in Minecraft. Just all these little buildings that are empty and have random stuff in them, because no one will ever live there. Because you can't actually just populate a city. You can make villagers, I guess, that kind of pretend to live there, but goodness gracious. Anywho, we're getting closer and closer to the proper streaming time at 6 my time, which means that I should talk at all about the Goblin's Journey. It's a really cute project with enamel pins. It's based on the Goblin's Tarot, which is actually going to be coming out in July. Well, it's going to be coming onto BackerKit for a campaign. I love reading. Thank you for talking in the chat. That's so helpful. I'm convinced that all humans thrive on cooking over a fire. No, you're correct. I think that that's the most exciting thing. I legitimately really love Vintage Story, which is the game I said is like a difficult Minecraft, because it's just so fun to cook in it. I don't know why. It's not difficult or anything. It's not like it's a whole difficult mini game or has a lot of mechanics. You just like get food and you put it in a pot in certain orders and you make different recipes. And then you put them in tiny little crocks with lids, and then you can seal those and you can put them in your basement. I like the idea of making a bunch of little containers and filling them with food. That pleases me so much. Michaela, yay! Yeah. July will be the Goblin's Journey, or the Goblin's Tarot, that the Goblin's Journey pins are based on, which I think is super cute. Um, you can actually see. I will be on top of this somewhat. Haha. You can see the Goblin's Tarot coming in that one place. July. Yeah, you can actually see the full deck here in the rough color sketches. So you can scroll through and see what the whole deck's going to be, which I'm pretty hype about. Kimber, yeah, if you pledge to get just one pin at $7, you will have a survey that comes through on BackerKit that is like, okay, now select your one pin. So when you get the survey, how do I do anything? How do people use the internet, you know? Haha. And my favorite thing about my little stream setup that I made today, I want everyone to know that I am a stream noob. I do not know how to do things properly, but I made this cute little stream overlay, and we can see like the funding progress in an extra little box, which is adorable. I didn't know how to do that. Michaela, the Goblin with a Gun is fully in the tarot. It's almost entirely ripped from a card. It's the Knight of Wands. He's on the back of like a motorcycle. He's got a gun and he looks confused with his glasses all up like that. I love Goblin with a Gun, and it's really funny. I've been doing these social posts that are like, what is the background of each of these pins? Like, what do they reference in the tarot deck? And with the Goblin with a Gun one, I was like, well, obviously it's from this card where he has a gun. He doesn't have a gun at any other time. However, there are other cards where he is kind of like stuck in weird or wild scenarios. So I did share some of those. I adore that pin so much. My first thought was, when I show people there's a goblin with a gun, I feel like they'll be so excited about the concept of a goblin with a gun. And I do have to say, like, I feel like no one's talked about it. So, Michaela, you're a real one. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Boop. Let's see. I'm noticing I have several things I do not need to have open right now. What are some things that anyone else is watching right now, or reading, or playing? I feel like I'm always watching so many things. I've actually the horror for me is that I'm so afraid of watching Joker 2. But I have to, because I said that I would watch all of the superhero media of the last 30 years, and I have to watch it. No, don't hit me with Severance. I don't have access to Severance. Isn't it like Apple TV or something? I feel like it's on somewhere that I don't have. I know it looks great. Everyone talks about it that I know, and it sounds so like me. I really want to watch Severance. I don't know. It's just, I'm not watching it yet. I'll watch it someplace questionably legally. Gideon the Ninth, of course, a delightful book. I haven't read Harrow. I started the first like 30 pages of Harrow, and then I just never had time to sit down and read it again. So I need to do that again. Nosferatu was very fun. Michaela, I actually bought the Nosferatu like commemorative Uh, popcorn bucket. Hi Amy, it's nice to see you. But I did in the middle of watching Nosferatu, I got up to get nachos because I didn't get them before the movie started because I was like I don't need them. But I always want nachos when I go see a movie in theaters. It's like my favorite thing to do. They're not good. I love them though. And I was like, "Do you have those coffin popcorn tins?" And it was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Perfect. I want one." So I like left in the middle of the movie, came back with nachos and like a coffin. Kim Wheeler, I am working late because lack of focus meant I didn't finish in the day, and I've had Bridget Jones on in the background, prepping to see the new one at the movies tomorrow. That's so funny. I've seen the trailers for the new Bridget Jones, and that's just so wild to me. All these years later, there's a lot of media that's like, all these years later, we want to come back and check it out. Not like a reboot, but just like see what happens. X Files did it almost 20 years later, I think, and then Twin Peaks did it 25 years later. I think that's amazing. Michaela, I forgive my sweatpants, everyone. I have to, because you said it. You said you didn't get one, so I have to show you at least what it looks like. This was the Nosferatu popcorn tin. It's huge, and I did find out that it's just wide enough at like this part that you can fit tarot decks in it if you don't have like boxes or anything. So inside of it I have like my my primary tarot deck that I used to read with, which is so funny. So there we go. Michaela, look at this. The beauty, the majesty. We love her. She's serving. I'm reading Rosemary's Baby. Kimber, that's wild. I feel like I should read Rosemary's Baby. I really liked the movie to be honest, but I feel like maybe I should just read some like horror classics related to like horror classic movies. Read the books that they were based on. I think that'd be really fun. Michaela, no, it is a really cool tin. I haven't known quite what to do with it because you can't like fit a tarot deck like in a box or anything. But I've never been particularly interested in like the popcorn tin craze for a bunch of movies lately. But I was standing there, I was getting food, and I was like, I want the sarcophagus. Dorcas Stock, welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It is a nice tin. We usually don't get those buckets in the UK. It does seem like quite a uniquely American thing to do where we're like, would you like to spend like $35 on this commemorative tin for a movie? The movie might not be good. Oh, concern, concern. My mom read it when she was 8 months pregnant with you. She read Rosemary's Baby while pregnant. I feel like there are certain people in the world who would avoid and should avoid pregnancy horror stuff. Um, but I also feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you should probably avoid it. I feel like there's certain people who are like, this rocks. I love becoming paranoid that my baby was placed here by a cult and actually is the devil. Stepford Wives as a read. That would be fun. Kimber, do you need a hug, friend? Gosh. I love everyone's here. Look at all you fun folks. Clanad? Clanad. Adorka Stark, what is Clanad? Clanad. I want to know things. What's a Clanad? You know, I'm finding out really quickly this is many things. It's an Irish band. It is an anime. It's an anime video game. Curious. I don't know what it is. Japanese visual novel. I want to know everything suddenly. Curious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, tell me about Clownad, and it was like, who knows? It could be anything. Like, oh, okay. Speaking of anime, I watched Free Ren recently. That was a very good show. I loved that a lot. You love spooky books? I feel like I don't read anymore. I put books on my nightstand to read, but then I watch another show. And there's no shortage of shows to watch if you just want something on TV. Um, but I really think that it'd be awesome if I could get back to Harrow, the ninth, because my roommate is like done with the whole series and is just waiting on me to continue reading it. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean to be the worst. It's not how it was supposed to be. Oh, goodness gracious. We do have a backer train, which is exciting, and I'm really excited that you can see it. Um, Wait a minute. Did the backer train freeze? Oh, interesting. Why are you frozen, friend? My little video stream of the actual like numbers and stuff was frozen for like 4 minutes. And I just now noticed. OBS, please. I'm all audiobooks now because I can sew and listen. A Dorcas Talk, that's really, really great. I struggle with podcasts. I struggle with like just sitting somewhere and listening to something because I don't do much that I can tune in while I'm doing something else. Because I'm like writing something or like doing creative focus things and I can't have people talking while I'm doing it. And so I listened to the Magnus Archives, all like what 200 episodes or whatever, and it was difficult for me to just sit there in the dark and listen to it because I don't do anything with my hands during things like that, and I don't know what to do. Maybe I should take up like sewing or knitting or something. I wish that I did more with my hands. Yeah, doing spreadsheets while listening to like an audiobook or something. No, 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 no. Oh, Michaela, thank you. I'm so proud of the Alley Man podcast. I also like always have to remind myself that I'm just not a podcast person. And so like what is wrong with me? I made a podcast, but I don't even listen to them. Am I even trying? Goodness gravy. Ugh. So we're at $5,621. Obviously, we still aren't funded. We are $379 away. What a weirdly specific number there. I I don't know. I don't know. This is like kind of the most exciting moment I think, where I've never had a campaign at the end like this where we're like on the verge of funding, but we're not there. But there's only an hour left. I'm like, ooh, ooh. This is an exciting live stream because at the end I could like become defeated and lose the light in my eyes. Um, there could be like somber music playing in the background. Yeah, I guess I have been playing a game lately that I could probably listen to like an audiobook during. But then I wouldn't even know where to start. There's so much I need to read that I feel so behind on. But I really want to get back to reading something more regularly because I'm also like writing books. Oh, Camber. Yeah, run and share it. I feel like I've shared so much lately. It's getting aggressive actually. I'm trying not to wear people out because I have another project going live in March. So I'm like, oh gosh, I can't super. I have to read in games usually so they don't mesh for me. Ooh, what kind of games you playing, a dork stock? Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel like I'm writing better when I'm more well read at that moment in my life. Like, I'm so sick of sharing. Amy, you're off the hook. You don't have to keep sharing all over the universe. I have shared a bunch. I've posted a bunch. Well, it'll be what it be. One of the things that tickles me is the idea that like, oh hi Tom, my cat is just out of frame. It's so cruel of him. Tom, come here. Come look at the camera. Do you want to Oh, no, he's good. I know Amy can't stop, won't stop. You are the exceptional extreme sharer of the world at the moment. Yeah, here. I have to do it even though I hate moving this. Uh, this is Tom Bombadil, my sweet orange boy. Yeah, Super Tom, spread out across time. Everyone say hi to Tom Bombadil, the handsomest boy in the universe. He's 10 years old. He's like an ancient little demon. Yeah, yeah. Yes. My baby boy. Infinite flowing into the OBS here. He is. He's so handsome. His name in the shelter was Mr. Handsome, and it was very correct. Yes, it was, Tom. It was so correct because you are the handsomest boy. Oh my goodness. Is this what my stream needs to be for like the next hour? Baby old man? Yeah, he's an old man baby. You can tell by the way that he is. Oh, he's such a little butt. He's like, give me scritchies. You've ignored me all day. Stop working. Joke's on you, bud. It's how I afford your kibble. Yeah, this is how I afford to feed you and give you water and litter. Um, you know, I if I had a second webcam, there would be. He's watching the volume bars go up and down. If I had a second webcam, there would be like a dedicated cat camera because he usually just lays on my desk. But right now he is doing the thing where he just kind of wants to sit just out of camera. So enjoy. Here he is. Bud, look this way. Yeah, look at the camera. Yeah. That's my handsome man. My handsome, perfect boy. You know, I like to think I'm a pretty good cat parent, but I'm in the worst dilemma of my life right now where the vet keeps telling me that he's overweight and I have to get him smaller. So then I tried to feed him less, but now I'm like, am I underfeeding him? And so I'm just like neurotically weighing him all the time. And somehow he's gaining weight still. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm feeding you less than they told me to feed you, and you're still gaining weight. How are you doing this? He's a trickster, Mr. Tom Bombadil. Mr. Handsome. You're a little trickster. Somehow you get more food, and I just don't know how. Yeah. Oh, he's looking at me with his precious eyes. Yeah. The most preciousest boy in the world. Better than anything in the world. Better than everyone. You're definitely... Oh, goodness gravy. My chihuahuas are always starving. The vet said to give them peas and carrots at dinner to help fill them up. I'm pretty sure cats could have like peas and carrots. I just don't think that he's likely to eat them. Like his food is like chicken and grain, so I know there's already filler in there. Why are you... He's just staring at the moving volume bars. He loves that. He's gonna hit my monitor at one of these points. My old man, baby man, is pushing 16. Aww. Yeah, I was surprised when I looked at it, and Tom is... Well, he's not quite 10. I think he's actually like 9. His birthday's in July, so... Oh. I like how the camera is just not really focused on you at all. Can I beauty influencer this? Come on, focus on my cat. Show everyone how handsome he is. His big dumb orange face. One whole brain cell in there. Yeah, Tom will scarf his food, but like he is picky about what it is. So his food comes out and he eats it so fast. And then he comes over and he just like stares me in the face while he kind of like throws up in his mouth a little bit. And then he swallows and he's like, it's fine. I'm like, that's the most disgusting thing. And he's like, it's fine. But then I give him delectable high-end wet food. And he was like, nah, I'll eat a little bit in the middle and just leave it until it's dry and you throw it away. So he is a connoisseur of the kibble. It's all he wants. Goodness forbid he eats something good for him. Yeah, that's such a handsome man. Hey Tom, do you wanna hang out with my... A giant Glammy appears. Oh yeah, this is the content everyone wanted. Oh yeah, Cat and Glammy together, being precious, smooching, smooching. Are you gonna hang out with Glammy, or are you just gonna kind of try to turn away? Tom? Yeah? Are you upset? Is Glammy taking your space? Is it the worst? It's funny how much our cats ignore Glammy. They're just like, I do not care about this thing. Remove it from my sight. It's like, bro, please. 170 left. Can we do it? You know, I have this emotion in my brain that is telling me that it is impossible to be this close and have it fail at the end. But you know what? It's entirely possible. This has been surprisingly one of the slowest moving projects I think I've had, which is fine. It's definitely doing something new. I've never done like a plushie before, and the project before it, I'd never done an eat a bag or anything. I don't have necessarily the audience built in for interest in those things, but want to try new things. So here we are. And you may all have a cute little Glammy. A da smooch, da smooch, da smooch. Amy. No, I think we're good. I think we're gonna make it. I've had several people today be like, you know, if it gets to the very wire and you know it's the last minutes, I'll push it over. And I was like, don't do that. Just watch. Just watch. If you want to make a pledge and you want to buy a couple things, do that. But like, don't just up your pledge like $200 so we're funded. Like, that's silly. It's got to live or die on its own merits, you know? So if you want a super precious little Glammy for yourself, because he is here and he's super cute He's here. He's queer. Get over it. Now is your time. I should also say, Tom, can you just like be a model for me? Can you just like hold the pins up to the camera? Wow, this one's impossible to see. It's so dark. Yeah. There we go, Tom. Yeah, can you like chew on the card for me? Yes. No, he's eating it. Tom, please. Oh, I loved that. Can you eat my pins on camera? Pin gore on camera. Ah! Oh no! The violence. Oh no, this is my new favorite thing. What about some ghost pins? Tom, do you want to... You can't just lay down. Your face is blocked. How are the good people supposed to see this cute little cat if he abandons us? Let's see, Tom. Here, you can model things by just having them next to you. Look at all these other pins you can buy. For anyone who is pledged and who doesn't already have these beautiful pins. Tom, what if I just start placing them on you? What do you think? Oh, I'm sure he likes this. And by likes this, I mean he hates it. What about just a little goblin on your, like, hip bone? Ah! Oh, no, he's battling me. Oh, I'm doing a really good job at talking about this project right now, I think. I think this is exactly the content people want. Wait, are you eating the goblin? Ah! You're biting me! Oh, Tom. Oh, gosh. The violence. He's attacking. Look at this little scritch. He's coming for me. Oh, Tom. You're falling into things, bud. Yeah. Sweetheart, look here. Can you have a little Glammy hang out with you? Is that allowed? Can Glammy hang out with the kitty? Look, the best thing about Tom Bombadil, my sweet little man here, is that he is prepared to be front and center at any time. He is more than happy to be seen. And that's mostly because he doesn't know what a camera is and doesn't understand the concept of being on camera. I think he might like actively object to it otherwise. I will say it looked like we did get like a big bump from someone. I think someone did a big pledge. Yes, Jess. I will not read your last name and out you here, but Jess, thank you so much for making a Pub Gob Trinkets Hoard pledge. That is the $200 pledge where you get all of the goodness. The Pub Gob Trinkets Hoard is every single thing on the campaign, plus all of the old pins. Yeah, we're on a 9-person Becker train. I recognize that icon, Jason. I see you adjusting your pledge. I do love that it shows me icons because then I can like look at it and be like, I know who did this. Tom, why are you like hiccuping? Are you okay? You have a little indigestion. Huh? Huh? We do love Jason. Not to have to call anyone out here, but Jason Fury, we love you. We love you, friend. We've got so many people talking everywhere. Aww. I love all of you for being here to hang out with me. So tell me things. Tell me secrets. I feel like I'm always asking for people's secrets. I want to know, what is the worst thing you've watched lately? People were like, "What are you watching?" Or, "Yeah, what's good lately?" It's like, tell me the worst thing you've watched lately. Um, because that is something that I'm really excited about. I really like sometimes watching really bad things. And like trying to prepare myself to watch Joker 2 is like, I need to be prepared for this horrible stuff. And Michaela, thank you so much for wanting the Goblin with Gun to go on your Punk Fest, because that's so important. And I love the tarot reading Goblin. Sam did such an incredible job with those. I'm like so deeply in love. Yeah, Mushroom. You can grab just one pin as a pledge or as an add-on, and it can be any of the pins. You could get like the Sun Whale Goblin pin, even though it's the biggest one. You can get that for the $7. It's all good. Should I price things out based on their sizes and how much they cost to get made? Probably. I don't do that. Just have whatever you'd like. The hunting party is awful. Do not bother. The Other Woman is probably the worst thing I've watched recently. Goodness gracious. The Other Woman. Is it what it sounds like? It's just someone is cheating, and then like what, they like meet them and they're like, what? What happens then? Anything of note? Does anything exciting happen in that film? I'm excited to have these goblins on my battle vest too. Like I have this very exciting thrift that I got. It's just like a black denim jacket, and it's covered in nonsense. But I really need to just start dropping a million more things that I've made on it. I don't think I have like anything except for like my goblin head pin. I think I have that on my like black denim, but that's it. Um, because as much as I love the Alleyway Oracle, she's huge. Drinking game, take a shot every time 7 doesn't charge enough for their work. Well, you see, Michaela, I would die. I would die of alcohol. But also, I don't have enough money to do that because I don't charge enough. So I can't partake in this drinking game. Funny how that works. Look at these pins. Look at the Celestial Trio. This was from the alley. This is a super gorgeous thing here. We got the sun, we got the moon, we got the star. I actually love these so much. The Pug Gob pen is super cute. So there is like the little standard one. I've had these forever. This is like one of the first pins that I ever had made, and these are just hanging out in my life. They're soft enamel, so they're a little different than the rest of my pins. But then there's like the neon one, where it's like got this purple neon lining in it, and because it's black, it's so reflective. I really like that one a lot, but it's a little hard to see sometimes. I really like the Take Me to the Dark Lips, which mean everything to me. I have to show you my original design for the Take Me to the Dark Lips, because I have pins from that. From that era. All right. None of you are ready for this. This pin actually hurts me. Because, you know, I did the best I could at the time. This was the original Take Me to the Dark lip pin. I did this years ago. years ago. It was probably like one of my very first pins, and I did it the same time that I did this one. And then I just have them, and I don't know how to sell them because they're a little hard to tell what's even going on. Like, if I tell you it's lips, then you're like, oh, okay, it's lips. And it just says "Take Me to the Dark." I love my giant neon sign lips that say "Take Me to the Dark." They're so cool. Now, the ironic part is that the "Take Me to the Dark" campaign failed. So, tragically, it just is what it is. Tragically, "Take Me to the Dark" is nothing. It's just pretty. It's just pretty, darn it. You can get the "Take Me to the Dark" neon lips on this project. It's part of the "Take Me to the Dark" little add-on. But this right here is not available anywhere. My question becomes like, you want these? You want this? You want this? I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll just start adding them as like a $3 add-ons and be like, do you want this? Do you want this? Yeah, I'm just gonna show everyone all the add-ons so that they know what to buy, because now they should buy everything, right? These are the Death set. It's a 3-pin set. They are gold. They're a soft enamel with an epoxy filled. They look so gorgeous. This is the Dancing Death. And then the Fire Death. We've got fire and skull and these towers, and the Blood Death on his horse coming to get ya. Zoetrope pins, which I have found that these are some of the least popular boys. They're super cute. We've got the blue lightning bolt. We got the little red fist, the like rainbowy bullet. And then this is my favorite one. It's a cute little backpack. I don't know why this excites me so much, but the concept of a backpack pin that you could put on your backpack is deeply like amusing to me. It feels beautiful. Like, please put a backpack pin on your backpack. Please. Please, my friends. There is these guys here who are super duper fun. This is like the final 3. When I was doing the from the alley pin set for last Pintopia, these guys were the last things that I really added to the project as another set of 3. We have the Queen of Bombs from I guess technically from the Hot Housewives Tarot, but this card design doesn't actually exist there anymore. We have the final tarot card. This one I'm so fond of. It's so weird. It's like parting curtains, some kind of ornate side pieces, then a face. And then we have the Boogeyman. I don't know why I can't get the camera to fully like focus on these. The Boogeyman is super gorgeous. There's like a little skull face. There's a spider leg coming out of his head. There's a little lily down here. There's also the Struck Alleyman. This guy here was my collab pin last time with Amy, who is here right now in the chat as Foundation Web Dev. The Struck Alleyman is the same frame as all of the like tarot pins, but he's being shot out of it by arrows because Amy's project, which was super amazing, was a pair, a hunter and a wolf, both struck down, and I love those so much. And then there's Justice. I love Justice. This is like a standalone pen. It's a standalone pen. It is a sword with scales on it, and then there's a Molotov at the bottom because sometimes you get justice in other ways. Maybe this pin is really, really important for right now. Maybe people need the justice pin right now. The Molotov justice. Amy, I love that you committed to this stream under your wrong account. I think that's so precious of you. It's beautiful. Thank you for being here. And Mythic Mystic Moon, hello, welcome, darling. I'm so happy you get to see Tom Bombadil just sleeping on my desk, because that is his favorite thing to do. He loves laying on my desk, and if I'm here for a long period of time, such as my work day, he loves to lay here with me, and he just takes up this whole portion of the desk, which I think is very much allowed. Good for him. We do need that energy right now. You are so correct. I don't know if I actually held these up right, but the What We Possess pins are super, super awesome. I love this set. I like the Zoetrope set, but I think this one like takes the cake. It is so gorgeous. And ironically, these pins are symbols that were designed and illustrated by Sam Dow, who made the pins for the Goblin's Journey Tarot too. So that's maybe not a surprise. Sam's just amazing. Just amazing. I love this ghost. Super precious. I love the clue card icon, even though it is just a random feather in a circle. It's so pretty. It looks like you're part of some secret club if you wear it. The hands holding the skull. Super in love with this. But the vase. I mean, it's the vase, right? The vase is so pretty. It's so pretty. The light catches it. And when it's like shiny, you can't make out the details, but then it comes through. Oh, it's so good. I love this. Love this. And then, even though these aren't actually correct, I guess, I'll pull these out. I have with me right now, these are black metal ones, and the final version we decided to go with gold. But this is the black metal version of the workshop pin. It's so gorgeous. Ugh. Love it so much. And I am in trouble because, like, what am I doing? Emerald green. Ooh, hold on. Mushroom Mayhem. What are we saying here? I need to read this with my eyeballs. Since we were talking about battle jackets, I hand-dyed, stitched, and studded a custom Sailor Jupiter one for a pink Jupiter cosplay. I'm thinking about making badge ribbons to go with it. Emerald green with metallic pink writing. It says "Fight like a magical girl" and her silhouette. Mushroom Mayhem, that's amazing. I think that you absolutely have to do that. I love the idea of Sailor Moon battle jacket. First of all, that's amazing. A Sailor Jupiter. Oh my god, that's awesome. This is the Publishing Goblin. What really gets me about the Publishing Goblin is that this is like the goblin-y monstery version that was in the Alleyman's Tarot. I do have a copy of my guidebook right here. I guess I could just open it. I guess if I had a business card on hand, I also could just show there, but... So this is the Publishing Goblin that I did for the Alleyman's Tarot. And this is the pin that Amy did based on it. Also, this version of the Publishing Goblin that looks kind of papery is in the Goblin's Tarot that's going to happen in July. It's kind of like the divine form of the Publishing Goblin before the Publishing Goblin decides to be mortal. Oh, goodness gravy. Yeah, Mushroom Mayhem, that's so cool. Please do post the pictures in the Discord. I would love that so much. And I love that Mythic Mystic Moon. You did ask, does Tom have a favorite pin? You missed it, but he was chewing on a few different pins, but the one that he chewed on the most was the Alloway Oracle. I think he liked this whole big round part at the top. So it looks like Tom Bombadil is a snob. He is a snob, and he loves this. He wants to chew on the giant pin. Katsuke wanted to pop in and say congrats a little early since I'm at work. Glammy is adorable, and I'm so glad that even post Pintopia, the community has rallied together and got you there. Yes, because as of right now, we are over $6,000. We still have 24 minutes left, so we could still push a little further. You never know. I missed the moment it happened. I was reading and thinking with my brains. But congratulations. Congratulations to Amy, who did a million times the social media labor than I did. I love and appreciate you. I wish that I was as good at social media as you are. But yeah, we did it. We are just over the goal. It has been quite a slow way there, but we are there now, my friends. Of course, that happened with the Misery Tarot, where I think we like made it somewhere. We made it over like 80,000 or something, and I was like, oh, we're there. And then next thing I knew, someone canceled, and we weren't there, and I was like, okay, never mind. Well, we don't stop here. Look, there's more friends. We have Glammy the Glamourdillo as a super precious little guy. I love this one so much. I love the curled up one where he's got his tongue sticking out. That's super precious. Do not get me wrong. But this is just a little man. And the irony is, this wasn't really like a pride thing for me at all. This is just like a cute little rainbow. But come on. It's time. We're ready for battle jackets with like pride rainbows all over it. Super precious. Oh, there's the other pin. I was looking for it. You want to see the tongue? That sounds like it could mean anything, but I'm going to assume that you mean you want to see this little guy. Look at him. He's got his little tongue sticking out. He's so precious. He's just a little guy. I love that you guys are asking if Enoch is in the basement, because Enoch is legitimately still in the basement. For those of you who missed it, on the Misery Tarot, hold on, I should try to do what I'm doing here. On the Misery Tarot, which was a project that I did just last year, we did it. Yeah, it came back over. No, put it back. I demand it. Put it back. You want this back? You want this? Amy, don't yell at me. Amy, no. Is this what you need? Amy, don't hurt me. I don't know what you want. I'll just hold it here forever for you. Oh, we went underfunding. That's okay. It's okay. We have 20 minutes. We were over the funding goal. We went back under the funding goal. It's okay. We got 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes. I have faith. I have faith that someone here is going to decide that they need one of these right here. You can get these cute sets. 15 a piece. You know. Mythic Mystic Moon, I actually love that you're working on your order right now, because when you submit, you will be the one who has funded us. Even though we were already funded, then we unfunded. So, Mythic Mystic Moon, if you would be so kind as to let us know when you submit, so that we can congratulate you on being the one who funds us. Because we knew it was you all along. Okay, we did just hit funding again, and so I'm worried that it wasn't you. But we're going to pretend it was you, no matter what, because we love you. And it's okay. Now we're back over by $35. Who knows? You know what? We're all playing the fun game. Michaela added an extra set. Now we're at $6,080. Whew. See, this is why I'm so wary to celebrate when you hit over the goal if it's going slowly just over. I'm like, no. We can't trust that it's actually there now. We have to wait like 20 minutes. Oh gosh. So as for Enoch, who is the artist of the Misery Tarot, the end of Project Livestream that I did on that, I was basically just like, yeah, no, Enoch is in the basement where Enoch belongs, and he will stay there until he finishes the deck and the project is funded. And I threatened to release the creature on Enoch several times. And here's the deal: Enoch is alive. Is Enoch out of the basement with the creature? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know that Enoch gets to be safe ever again because I am a cruel creature. Actually, Enoch did finish illustrating the whole deck, and so Enoch has been taking the week off, which is great. I do have a Sky Whale pin from Confluence, but this one is also pretty. Yeah, the Sky Whale pin from Confluence is going to be so adorable. It's an acrylic pin, so it won't be enamel. But we did that because we wanted it to look exactly like the design. Kimber, I will say that I asked Enoch, I was like, I know that you're like all satisfied and like not illustrating now that you finished the deck, but if you get bored, you should illustrate the creature that I sick on you. So Enoch may or may not be drawing the creature that I use to punish him for being alive. You know, sometimes we all suffer, and that's okay. I'm so excited for that pen. I like totally forgot about it on account of Confluence is like a little ways away still from manufacturing. But it's coming around. Look at us, $6,071. I wanna like just like it's coming out from the frame like do 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 do. When do we get word about the pulled into Azuria stuff? Mythic Mystic Moon, everyone who got an NPC made already got that taken care of. And as of this week, I was asked to grab everyone who had pulled into Azuria tiers and give emails over to the artist. So I already did that. So realistically, you should be hearing from anyone on the team, or the Confluence team. Like, I guess I would have expected this week, but it could be like next week still. So yeah. Michaela, my order is like $3 less than what I have in my account. Hey, Michaela, darling, sweetheart, you will be able to make a late pledge later. If you need to cancel your order, that's okay. It's all right. You'll be able to make a pledge yet in the future when you have more than $3 in your account. Please do not buy enamel pins instead of having money for food and things. That makes me want to explode. Please live for yourself. I'm just looking out for you, darling. I wish you to be alive and have things, such as a glammy. I think the fun part is I'm going to have a bunch of extra plushies. Like a bunch of extra plushies. Where will I sell these plushies? Obviously on my web store, but then what else? I have ramen and eggs. Hey, Michaela. Sweetheart. Oh, you have hot dogs. Oh, never mind. Then you're fine. If you just had ramen and eggs, I would have said, like, this is unacceptable. But you have hot dogs? No. You're set. You're set. Ramen and eggs is delicious. If you get a nice ramen, a nice packet of ramen, like Shin Black, that stuff is delicious. And crack an egg in that while you're cooking it. It's so good. The only thing that would make it better is if you had like a nice set of actual good cuts of pork or something to put on it. Yeah, and actually, yeah, if you have eggs, good for you. We don't have any eggs in the house. Yeah, Shin Black. Ugh. Ugh. Shin Black Ramen. I love you. You're perfect and beautiful. You're everything I've ever wanted you to be, my love. I'm hooked on the Gamer Sups curry ramen. What do you mean? Gamer? Gamer ramen? Don't say it's called gamer ramen. Is there something called gamer ramen? And it's good? This is suspect. I have questions. Mythic Mystic Moon, you will indicate which pins you want when I send out the survey. So if you get the add-on or the pledge tier for just a single pin, it will just have you select it during the survey. It'll be like, you got this item. Which of the 9 pins did you want? That's how it works, my dear friend. You'll be good. I have actually been debating. I'm setting up another pin campaign, unrelated to this one, obviously. Um, Set up another pin campaign where I'm like, how do I want to do this? I've had such frustrations trying to figure out how to set up pin campaigns well. Should I do it? Like, I've seen campaigns that are just like 1 enamel pin, 2 enamel pin, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you just buy that, and then at the end they're like, pick your 6 campaign or 6 pin designs. And I find that to be stressful to do it for like the whole pledge. If I get like 10 and then I have to go through and for every single one select which thing it is. But then if I offer it just in sets, that seems hard too. I live in a small town where people have a lot of chickens and ducks, so I get eggs cheap. Good for you, Michaela. My aunt is always like, I have chickens and it's great because I have infinite eggs. Infinite egg hack, have a chickens. And you can give them to your friends. And now that eggs are worth so much, maybe that's like a really good way to like make money. Can you make bank off that? Just sell your chicken eggs. Oh my gosh. Can you hang out on the microphone? You cannot hang out. Oh no, glam me down. Like, how can I don't want to have to hold you forever. Can you no. This is not working. Oh, strike me down. Gamer Sups makes caffeine and no caffeine drink mix. They also do Gamer Soups, which is just good quality basic ramen. Mushroom Mayhem, I have so many questions about how you fell into the Gamer Sups customer pool. It's all fun and games till you get threatened with a shotgun because you look alt. Hmm. 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 Don't be threatened with shotguns to the best of your ability, please. I know you didn't choose to be threatened with a shotgun, but like, please be safe to the best of what you can control. YouTuber partnerships? Mushroom Mayhem, I have such questions. Mythic Mystic Moon, I have now pledged. Yeah, you have. Look at that number go up. Yeah, we love that. We love number go up. See, Amy, somehow this was always going to just work out fine. I can't drink plain water and I'm constantly dehydrated. No. I have the lantern with my important sticker that just says Ramsh. And there's other stickers, but there's a slur that I can use that other people shouldn't, and I don't know how YouTube feels about that. Glammy does know how to throw hands. I gotta be honest. Actually, I'm horribly lying. Glammy would be useless in a fight. So Glamourdillos, Glamourdillos are from a world that is called Mern, where animals will be animals and landscape and like plants and stuff have natural glass and metal in them, And glamourdillos are actually made almost entirely out of glass. You can see through them. You can see their organs inside, which is pretty cool. Armadillos are durable. Glamourdillos are made out of glass, and while it's thick glass, so it's still decently durable. The thing that hunts them the most, the thing that hunts them the most, are these things called glothellos that eat glass, and they will squish glamourdillos. They just step on them and they go. So I don't know. I guess as long as you're fighting humans who don't weigh like 10 million pounds and can step on a glamourdillo and eat it, Glammy might be able to throw hands. You also could pick up Glammy, who is made out of solid glass, and just huck it at people. That could be cool. Can you have a Glammy in Confluence? Absolutely. Yeah, Glamourdillos are absolutely available in Confluence, and in fact, that is where the publishing Goblin got a Glamourdillo and got Glammy. So get your pet Glamourdillo and roll it up into a glass ball and throw it at your enemies, because Glamourdillos have really thick shells, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, they're still like silly little animals. They have things that hunt them, and so when you're made out of glass, things learn how to eat you and get your organs inside. But Glammy's safe because Glammy's a pet. And so sorry, Feral Selector, I did read your comment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in and buying more goodies, because there's so many fun goodies. That has Florida Man throwing alligator through the drive-through window energy. I have to tell you something right now about alligators. Hold on. Hold the phone. I meant to knock that down. Hold on. Yep, there it was. Okay. So in an old book of mine, can I be a Glamourdillo in Confluence? Oh gosh. There's nothing set up in Confluence for you to be like literal animals. Like legitimate animals that are not like super sentient or anything. But there's also nothing stopping you. It's a pretty easy system for you to pick up things that you're not ready to play as. All right, I have to tell you all about alligators and crocodiles. So, when I was in grad school in Chicago, I was on the L, which is the subway. And these are real pictures from my phone of this woman holding this little alligator. It was Halloween night. I need you all to understand that it was Halloween night. I looked like this on the train Halloween night. That was literally me in the photo. I worked at a haunted house. I was covered in like all this crappy makeup still. I looked disgusting. And then this woman was across from me and was just like reaching into her purse and petting something, and then she just pulls it out and it's just a living baby alligator. And she's like, I'm trying to keep it I'm trying to keep it warm because it's cold because it's Halloween. I was like, yeah, why do you have that? And she's like talking about how she's fighting with her roommates. And so I wrote a poem about it and included pictures, because the next day a CNN was like, a small baby alligator was found at Denver, or at the O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. And I was like, a baby alligator. But I was on the blue line heading towards O'Hare International Airport when that woman pulled out a baby alligator from her purse. So I guess she went to the airport and just left it there. I just... insane. Just insane. Also, the baby alligator's name was Boots. That's my story. Baby alligator on the train. got left at O'Hare Airport, and I found out from CNN. That was Halloween of 2013. Just wild. That's my story about someone with a gator. The gator was got and taken care of. So, to be honest, yeah, that poor gator, on account of having a really crappy owner, also probably should not have been a pet, but then was taken care of. Not like killed, like taken care of, like, taken and taken somewhere better. So the gator could be handled and properly raised and nutritioned and warmed. It was a cold night. It was really not right to take an alligator baby somewhere. So ultimately, I think it was a good thing that it got left at O'Hare Airport. Good for it, I guess. So while we are in the last 4 minutes of the project, for anyone who is unfamiliar with this, because people have pledged or adjusted their pledges, the stream is going to keep going, but also the backer kit project is going to keep going until 10 minutes have passed and no one pledges or adjusts their pledge. There's no real benefit for people to be like, I'm going to keep you here for an hour, because I'm not adding a bunch of little cheap things to this project, because we're really close to the funding goal. And if I added like cheap tiers, we would just lose money. That would not be good. I can't stop thinking about Glammy going Mach speed, curl into a ball, obliterating a final boss in one hit. Yeah. Yeah. That's this baby right here. That's my Glammy. Nutrition will now be made part of my vocabulary. Good. That seems like a good word. The alligator will eventually find a new life in a reptile park, according to the news story. Foxweed, did you look it up? Is that what was in the news story? Because that's great. Like I'm pretty sure that was what happened, but I don't remember the specific thing. Only an hour. It stepped down from 4 hours. Yeah, at the end of the Misery Tarot, people did keep me on the live stream for a while because the backer train kept going. It did not stop, which was very sweet and endearing. And I added all kinds of weird extras, and that was super fun, actually. Like, I'm not even hating on that. But I don't have any like tiny extras or like cheapy things to add on this project. So we're just going to hang out until the backer train's dead. And I think that's fine. You know what I might do? This is going to be a silly, complicated process, so don't judge me as I get on my phone. But I'm going to add the Take Me to the Dark early lips to the project. That's a fun extra. And then if people want to keep me here to do that, you can do that to capture me. Send a picture to myself. We just wanted you to eat. Yeah. Commemorative mug. There will not be another commemorative mug. I didn't actually figure out quite where I was making it during that campaign. It was very silly of me. Commemorative mugs are funny, but no commemorative mug on this project. There's just one on the whether or not Enoch is mauled by the creature I loose on him. Foxweed, I'm very happy to hear that CNN confirmed that the alligator was taken somewhere good. It was just such a bizarre experience. I thought I would be the weirdo. It was like Halloween night. I looked horrifying. Like, I was disgusting looking. I was sweaty. I had runny makeup from the haunted house I was working at. I had all this stuff just everywhere. And then, yeah, the person across from me pulls out a real baby alligator on the subway. So, like, I got totally destroyed. Oh, yeah, I need to add the lips that I just said I would do. Hold on. Oh. Uh-oh, I just screwed that up. No, why did I do this? Oh no, I moved things. Now it's all broken. Oh gosh. Who lets me run my own streams? I don't know what I'm doing, but I am cute, so at least I got that going for me. Oh gosh, how did I... Legitimately, what is wrong with me? Save me from myself. What's happening? Help! How do I use OBS? All right, that's roughly fixed. Gosh. Well, now I can't move that. This is... It's getting complicated, actually. Oh, no. Uh, uh... Alright, that didn't break, did it? Nope, cool. Hey, Amy. I think next time that I'm doing stuff, I'll like pay you to run my streams on the technology end because I'm so bad at this. Let's see. What is this called? Old design. Take me to the dark lips. It'll be $3. You can just... All right. Old Take Me to the Dark Lips have been added. This is what you're buying. There's the little guy. It's just a little... They're super shiny and reflective. They're not the worst thing in the world. I was pretty proud of it when I did it the first time, and I was like, look at this cool design I made. But I'm so much more proud of the new ones that I made. So... Oh, golly. Golly gee. I've gotta move these old lips to the very top so that everyone buys them. Because if they don't, I'll start sobbing. You heard it here. I will sob. Sobbing cry. And actually, now that I have added them to the project, anyone who's getting the all-in Glammy bundle or the... No. Anyone who's getting the Trinkets Horde, I guess, will get those for free. Yeah. You know, this neon sign over here, it works. It's really cool when I turn it on. Um, Bought it for a campaign that didn't make it. It was a lot of money to spend on a fake neon sign for a project that didn't reach funding. So, you know what one of the things is I've just been like sitting around and thinking about Take Me to the Dark as like a concept. I'm like, is that like gonna be a game? Is it gonna be like an oracle deck? Is it gonna be a pin set? Is it gonna be something? A short story collection? So I've been thinking and thinking, like, what can I do with Take Me to the Dark? My original idea was that it would be like a sub imprint under Publishing Goblin that made like horror stuff, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I already have Publishing Goblin as my business. It doesn't, I don't need to do that. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot ever since the project failed. Like, how can I use this neon sign for something cool? And I have a t-shirt and I have, you know, the Take Me to the Dark pins that have like the neon lips, which looks super neat. I'm like, what will I do with it? Sci-fi musical. Yeah, I've been thinking it could be like really fun horror short stories. Um, Originally, Take Me to the Dark was going to be or rather, not originally. It just was a short story I was writing about this woman who was riding the trains in Chicago and got out of them, and then like wandered the tunnels that are underneath the Chicago subway because there's like a ridiculous number of things down there. It turns out, I don't know if you all know that, and I thought that that would be the coolest thing. Alrighty, you're being a punk, Mr. OBS. Yeah, Secret Hall short story, something. You know, Kimber, we're talking about putting together some kind of book project here at the end of the year. And what I was going to do is take all my Patreon short stories and edit them into something, and maybe write some more stories and put out a short story collection of that stuff. I don't think that's Take Me to the Dark. There wasn't a lot of super spooky or dark things there, but yes, I will be doing like a short story book of the old Patreon stories soon. But also, I want to do more writing in general. I feel like I write a lot of guidebooks, and guidebooks are fun, but man, I would like to write some other stuff. Yeah, I it's really funny how often I'm like, oh, I need to make a physical version of that thing that I've made so that I can own it on my bookshelf, because my bookshelf, it has to have all the things I've made. It's got to be full of just things I've made. That brings me infinite joy. And the fact that I have all these short stories that I did that I don't own print copies of, ridiculous I haven't done that. I do have a lot of guidebooks. Mythic Mystic Moon, not only do I have a lot of guidebooks, I also have some that I need to write. Housewives Tarot, uh, Misery Tarot, Goblins Tarot, the final Oracle Dice one. Amy, yeah, we made it. We're good. We're safely $200 over the funding goal. I think we're good. Amy, thanks for being here. Thanks for working your butt off to try to promote this project and doing things that I didn't even think to do, and then I was trying to do, but I was already late to the party because you'd already done them. You are amazing. You're the best Topia partner of all time. Love you. Mushroom Mayhem. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I did read your message earlier about Meliminal. I have not listened to Meliminal. I am such a butt. I'm so bad at podcast listening, but I would consider listening to Meliminal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now that I've been told, I will do my best. I will endeavor. Mythic Mystic Moon final Oracle dice. Yeah. I know that maybe some people have missed this, but that's not it. That's it. The thing that has nothing really written here. You know, one of these days I will learn how to do stuff. Mythic Mystic Moon. The final edition of the Oracle dice is going to be May. Like we're less than 3 months away. Actually, it's kind of horrifying. The final edition of the Oracle dice is going to be. Hold on. For anyone who is not already familiar with Oracle dice, look, it's the second edition dice. They're super cool. They're fancy six-sided dice. You roll them on cloths. You divine the future. It's just like tarot, except I think super cooler because I love my oracle dice so much. Anytime someone's like, "Can I get a reading?" I'm like, "Tarot or dice?" Please say dice, because I love reading with my dice. They're my favorite. Um, yeah, it was still in planning. It's done being planned. It is going to be a remanufacturing of the second edition set that you already maybe own and you just saw. It will come in a little box with the guidebook and the cloth. And then there's also the third edition set, which is a complete new 22 dice set. A new guidebook, a new cloth for those. Um, ooh, it's going to be a lot. Mushroom Mayhem. I realize I got the box with Misery, but won't have room for the extras. LOL. Um, my goal is that if you get 2 wooden boxes, you can fit all of the Oracle dice. Yeah, 22 new dice. Caveat, caveat. the 22 new dice set includes all of the new things that have come out dice wise. So the Misery Tarot has 5 dice. The Housewives Tarot has 5 dice. The Alloy Oracle had 3 dice. Those 13 dice are part of the new 22 dice set. So for people who don't have any of that, they can just buy the new dice set and they'll get all the new stuff. For people who already have, I imagine that it'll be a number of people who have backed my other projects who will have those 13 dice, or 5 of them, or 10 of them, or 8 of them, or 3 of them. It could be really messy. So I'm just having each of those like bunches of dice available separately. So if you already have the 5 from the Hot Housewives, the 5 from the Misery, and the 3 from the Alleyway Oracles, you'll be able to just buy the 8 new dice, the Astrology die, which is a new D12, and there's a fancy D6 that'll be coming too. So they're like bundles of bonus sets, but they will work together to be either their own standalone 22 dice Oracle set, and then also you could combine them and have 44 dice, and you can mix and match to roll your stuff. It could be really, really beautiful and messy. And have I thought about compatibility with Confluence for the dice? Yeah, I have. I sure have. They will be launching with 2 games that you could buy that run on the dice if you so desire. But also I will be working on things to allow Confluence to have unique systems that run off of Tarot, and also that can run off of Oracle dice, because I think that they're beautiful divination tools, but also I think that they just are so obviously game pieces, and they should be usable for games of some kind. Oofda. But yeah, I have thought thoroughly about every single outcome of like, well, if someone bought this and this, and then they already have these 8 dice, how would they get just the new 14 dice? And so there'll be like full upgrade options that get you just the new stuff that you need. So there'll be a new 2-sided cloth, a new guidebook, so much stuff. Will the Alleyway Oracle dice have expanded meanings in the new book? Yeah, they will. Which I'm really, really excited about that too. So looks like I'm gonna need a tier that's just the new dice in another box. Yep, Mushroom Mayhem, that is there. Basically, you'll be able to just get 2 wooden boxes, and it will fit the full 44 dice set. Ooh, we're down to the last 30 seconds. With 132 backers and $6,190. We have done it. It has made it. I figured out how to stream even. Lords of the Dice Oracle cards. Yes, Feral Selector. There will be additional Lords available. The way it'll work is that the Die Face Oracle deck. Hey, yeah, we did it. We're done funding, and no one held me hostage. Thank you. That was the Die Face Oracle. There'll just be a new one of these for the new 22 dice, and it will include the new Lords. That's all. And the previous Lords will just be shoved in there too. By the way, wanted to mention before the stream ends, I'm at UNC Asheville currently, and I'm leagues happier than I had been. So I'm definitely doing more with the Oracle dice and such. That's awesome. I love that. I love that for you. I love that you're happy. That's the best thing that could happen. Just flat out good for us. I like that it's saying back the project to start a backer train, but it also says ended. Pick one. Feral Selector with a book. The Lords are talked about in the guidebook for the Oracle dice, so the same will also be true with the new set. It will talk about its Lords as well. It has fewer Lords on account of big shrug. It has fewer Lords because I don't know. It just has fewer Lords. It's weird. Living my best trans life, as you should. We should all live our best trans lives. You know, people keep saying that the queer agenda is we're trying to trans all the people around us. And you know what? It's true. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to make everyone trans. Oh, you're bringing all your stuff to Paganicon. Paganicon. I love that. Yeah, I'm always trying to figure out where I want to go next and like what conventions and stuff I want to go visit. But I got to be honest, it's hard to know where I want to go. And also money is so tight lately. So that sure makes it difficult for me to know quite um, what cons I want to try to get to. I wish that I had a lot more money so I could just like run around all these conventions and stuff. But nope, just don't got it. Tell me how Paganicon is next month. Come to Paganicon. I'm sure I would love it. Here's the thing. Any con I end up going to, I've always had a good time. I've never gone to a con I don't like. I've been to a few pagan ones. I've been to a bunch of gaming ones, game designy ones. Um, if I had just a lot of money, I would just do that all the time. That would be my marketing budget, is just going to these fun places with fun people. It's Minnesota. Take the train. I've got friends in Minnesota. I've got friends who I think will be going to Paganicon. So I don't know. Maybe. Dark Force Fest. Oh, that sounds fun. The thing is, every time I go to a con now, I always just think, oh, I could be vending here. That's all I want to do. I just want to vend at all the places. But all the big cons I go to don't let me vend because they're mean. Rude people. Congratulations. It's funded and ended. Good for us. Oh yeah, there are lots of pagan conventions. They know me. I vended and presented. Mushroom Mayhem, you just out here doing everything. I love that for you. Yeah, I got invited after the Alleyman's Tarot happened. I got invited to a couple different Florida pagan conventions. I don't know. They were both in Florida. And I was like an honored guest, and it was super cool. And I got to do some presentations and have a little booth where I was selling a couple things. I wish that I was doing some more. There's a pagan con going on right now. I need them to reach out to me and pay for my ticket and board. Then I could go to all kinds of places. Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious. Well, my dear friends, we have fully finished. I extended the stream just like 7 more minutes so that you could all say goodbye and have a lovely night and all that goodness. This is great to be done at 7:20 for me, because that means I can eat at a totally reasonable time, as opposed to uh, last time we had a closing stream where I was kept for until like 10 or like 11 or something. I'll put your name forward. I'm friends with the board. I always appreciate it. You know, I hate to be the person who's like, I did record breaking, most funded, most supported tarot deck of all time. But anytime that I'm like, I want a vending spot at a place, I pull that out every time. And it feels so cheesy and gross. But mang, I do it every time. I'm like, please bring me, please let me be a vendor. Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks for being here, everyone. This is delightful. This was, I gotta be honest, a nerve-wracking project. To have to cancel the first Goblin's Journey project and get rid of the Eat a Bag entirely was like, oh no, why? And then having to relaunch it and then have it not budge for like 2 weeks and then just crawl over 6,000 in the last hour was like so nerve-wracking. But it's done. We did it. Good for us. I was so worried it was going to fail twice in a row. And I was like, oh no, that's not good. Aw. Yeah, I like doing live streams and just hanging out. Every time I get on one of these, I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't actually know. I've got no real plans. I've got no technical know-how how to do a lot of things on here. I wish that I wanted to have like a carousel of tarot pictures going here from the upcoming Goblins tarot. I didn't want to figure that out. The fact that I figured out the little box that's right here, very impressed with myself. The fact that I made this little stream layout, very proud of myself. Good for me. Whew. Well, thank you again for being here. You all go about your lives. Perhaps you should do more in the future. Yeah, I always, every single time I do a live stream, I'm like, these are super fun. I should just do more in the future. But then I don't know how or where or when. I'm like, should I just post on my socials, be like, I'm gonna start hanging out on Wednesdays for a couple hours and just say hello. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just randomly go live in the future, and whoever shows up, I'll give free things to. Ooh, that would be really irresponsible. If you show up and you post your address in the chat, doxing yourself, I'll send you. That'd be horrible. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll just start going live sometimes. On Wednesdays are supposed to be my days where I post on the Patreon what I'm working on. I think it'd be really fun to just go live and then like share on the Patreon like what I was working on, what I talked to people about. I think that'd be fun. Also, I started designing enamel pins for a project that is not even related to anything. I don't know why I started doing that. And credit card number and social security. Yeah, I promise I won't dox anyone on a live stream. That'd be really sad. I have considered live streaming while I'm working so many times, but I open like spreadsheets of people's names and addresses all the time. And I was worried that if I was screen sharing, I'm just gonna open the wrong thing and just dox a bunch of people. So I was like, I'm not allowed to live stream. I'm not. I have too much sensitive information on my computer. Ugh, it just be like that. Glammy will take good care of those numbers. I don't trust him. Do I trust you? No, not really. I love this little guy. He's so cute and squishable. What a friend. Oh no. So I suppose I owe you all in the last like what 2 minutes. I owe you one more look because he's gotten even cuter somehow. Look at him. Oh, what a cat. What a cat. I mean, my God. Handsome as all get out. Tom Bombadil, everyone. He's just conked out having a snooze, ignoring all of my yelling. What a good, handsome boy. He's just an eepy guy. Just a little eep. Hey, sweetheart. Are you snoozing? Are you having a nap? Are you having a nap? Oh, just some belly rubs. You're such a lazy butt. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is the perfect way to end a live stream. Just a sweet baby boy who gets belly rubs. All right, y'all. Have a lovely night. I'm going to make dinner. And go about life, I suppose. Tom Bombadil definitely would not be trustworthy with sensitive information. No, he would not. He would sell all of your personal information out for like half a cup of kibble. I know this about you. You're untrustworthy. That's why we love you. All right, y'all. Have a lovely night. Do something good. Help tear down the system. Anarchy in the U.S. All right. Bye-bye.